Friday the 14th, a little bit drippy. We weathered the storm really well.
Yeah.
Just want to reiterate to people that even when there are storms here, we have the village covered. That's a combination of public safety, police, fire, public works. So obviously, if there ever is the need to call, use the non-emergency number unless it's an emergency for a storm. But we do have staff that are here and trying to take care of things. And my phone is ringing. Oh, Councilmember Ferlito, sorry, I'll call you back. I guess former Councilmember Ferlito. So I think you're going to talk about the housing element, the Planning Commission of Forest and Beach. Why don't I just jump in since I'm blathering away and I'm flamed out.
Just do something.
So next week, the Library Board of Trustees are having a special meeting on the 20th at 9 a.m. to talk about the contract with the Carmel Public Library Foundation. One of our family members for a contract for remodeling of the Harrison Memorial Library. So they'll be reviewing that contract, making a recommendation to the City Council. That contract or that agreement will be on the council agenda for the 1st of April. So we have...
No fooling.
Pardon me?
No fooling.
No fooling. No, it will definitely be on.
This is April 1st joke. Get it?
Oh, see.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm not that smart, as most people know.
That was really good, too.
And then we've got some other really important upcoming meetings. On Monday, the 24th at 4:30, we'll meet in this room to talk about next year's capital improvement program. This is the council's first blush look at this. And this year, Brandon had, the wherewithal with the council's blessing to say, let's marry up the capital projects with the council priorities that we met on recently. So that'll be kind of a tag team. We'll be talking about what we think we heard from the council on their list of priorities, and then we'll marry that up with a draft list of capital projects for next year. So again, we've got a council priority being reinforced by investment in capital.
Yep, and they asked us at that meeting and even prior to that meeting to include our recommendations. It's the mayor talked about in his article in the Pine Cone that, engaging the city leadership and directors to tell council what we think. We're out there on the streets all the time. We're here every day, all the time. So tell them what we think the priorities are. So it's going to be great to have that be part of the conversation as well.
Yeah. And we always do that. I think, maybe once a year we don't make a recommendation on something, but we always do. So ultimately, we want to get the council's blessing with community input. Because of our process, but we'll always see our recommendations. So I'm really excited. The Council Financial Stewardship Working Group is working hard with you and Jamie and myself. And I'm really excited for the vision for the future of not only our capital work, but all of our finance work. So anyway, that's a meeting we've got coming up. And then on Thursday, the 27th, so 2 weeks from yesterday, you okay over there?
Yeah.
At 10 a.m., we're going to talk about the police and public works building project. And again, council provided specific direction to me last month about getting some of the essential safety improvements going, and then provided some direction on what we should do with the draft plans that were reviewed by them again last month. So a lot of really exciting meetings coming up. We will talk about our March 31st and April 1st meeting, I guess next week or the following week.
Yeah, we'll hold off on that.
Yep, that's what I got, buddy.
Just a recap of this week's, we had a really good Planning Commission and Forest and Beach Commission meetings this week. The Planning Commission, along with regular development projects, also had an excellent discussion, the second of them, on roofing materials, alternate roofing materials.
Robust.
The planning staff, big shout out to Jake Olander. He set up, if you saw the video, it basically was like an expo in here. The whole center of the chambers was tables full of roofing samples. They were all in the wings of the chambers. They gave a presentation, and they broke the Planning Commission so that the whole crowd could kind of meander around and touch and feel. It was great. Yeah. It's really, really great. So the Planning Commission is circling on some policy recommendations with respect to alternate materials. We had the fire department there. Thank you to our partners at Monterey Fire for coming and talking with our Planning Commission. So it was really, really great. If you're interested, the video's on YouTube. You should watch it and see the discussion, because it's gonna affect how we do things here in the village for sure.
Yeah, and I think that really marries up. Kelly Nix wrote a great article in the Pine Cone. We did get the new fire severity maps on Monday. And so we are comparing our own village to the maps from, I think, 2011. And again, our supposition is that all the fire severity zones, so moderate, high, and very high, have expanded in the village. They've expanded in Pacific Grove.
Yep.
They've expanded in Monterey. And so we'll be comparing those. But one of the things that the council will be eventually charged with looking at is whether to require the hardening of buildings throughout the village. And I think roofing is a really important component in that. So we'll see what happens. But
Yeah.
good robust discussion.
Yeah, it was good. One of the things that came out of that was that, roofing is only one part of keeping a building safe during a fire. So more to come on that. Forest and Beach Commission, along with their regular business, they talked about pickleball. So that was
What
a
is
long
it? What's that
conversation.
topic?
It's called pickleball.
Pickleball.
Yeah.
Is that a new?
No, it's not new at all. Yeah. So check that out. Check that video out too. And then both bodies got a presentation on sea level rise, which was very robust.
Yeah, that was a long one. So
Important stuff, but very heady.
Yeah, very heady.
Yeah.
Again, continuing the direction from the last council, part of a $500,000 grant we got from the Coastal Commission. I think there's 85 slides in the deck. It's
it's a long one.
very long and very involved.
Then the last thing, just to let people know, we had teased out a potential special meeting next week on the 19th to do a community meeting to update folks where we're at on the efforts to amend our housing element to remove those 2 city parking lots from the housing element. We had tried to get something out for next week. We're actually going to shift that 1 week later, so keep your eyes out. We'll post it. We hadn't put anything in the newspaper, but we had done a flyer at the post office and Constant Contact. But we want to make sure that the meetings got all the information and is well done. So we're going to push it back 1 week.
Yeah, the cancellation note came out last night
Yeah.
on the Constant Contact, whatever email.
So keep in touch, keep tuned for that one, but we'll just move it back a week later.
So pickleball, is there like a pickle involved, or is the ball shaped like a pickle, or?
And you know how we always end this, right?
I need to look into that.
And take good care.